Hello. Today we are going to see how to input the order into the website that we usually get from the customer. Sometimes it comes through the email, sometimes it is being faxed, and sometimes it's also uh, come from direct calls from the customers. Okay, so I got an order, email order from a customer called uh, Electroplus Group. This is the email I got. This is how it looks like mostly, and I have opened the order here. Here's the product he needs and quantities, etc. Uh, Product code, and here the quantities. So the first thing we need to do is to find the account code of that customer. So for this we need to go to the Visual website, the www.visual.id. Then we need to log in with our user details, which is the email address and password we have been given from the admin. Login now. Then we need to open the administrative site on a new tab. After that we will go to the company tab, and we'll search with the company name. Most likely will be able to get the company account code by the company name. Here it is Electroplus Group. I am copying the Electroplus from this email and paste it on the search button and submit. So here come two company named Electroplus. Most likely it is the second one, but we need to be sure about that this is the correct one. Uh, to do this, we can open that one, and we can try to look into few things. One is if there is an address on the purchase order or the email or fax we get, we can easily match that one with the address. The other thing we can do here, you can see there is no address on the purchase or the email I get, so we can verify the address. The other thing we can verify is the phone number. 014196240. This is the phone number. We can see if we matched with the phone number 014196240, so this looks correct. The phone number matched with the email we got from the customer. So you can say that this is the correct account code, and you can say account number is the Electro PLU, which is the account code. We will need this to enter the order. The next thing we need to do is the account on hold. If this is on hold, it will say true. If this is not on hold, it will say false. We will need that on the later part of the order processing. Since this is not next, we think we'll go to impersonate an user. Then we will copy the account code on that on the search button, and we click on submit. Here comes the customer. We select that one. Now there could be one or more users for that customer. Here the email sent from John Pigot, we already have the user on the list. If there is no user on that list, then the thing we have to do is go to the order tab, administrative site, and then go to view orders, and we will look for the last user that placed an order. Here the John Pigot is the last user, which is our current user as well. If there is no user on the email or fax purchase order, we will select the last user that was placed an order. In that case, John Pickett is the user, so we can just simply select that one. So now we are impersonating John Pickett on and placing an order on behalf of him. So now after opening the purchase order, the first one is brown past plate, which is the I know is the brown cover entry. Uh, sorry, I know the code. It is RNPRA 100, which is the brown color of the cable entry covers. He need 100 pieces of them. If you can look into the details, and we sell them. Our unit is 100, which means we will select one of them and add to the cart. As we sell them in 100 and he need exactly 100 pieces. Second one, same product but in white color. So this code is RNWA100. Excuse me, this is very annoying. RNWA100. This is also being sold in 100 and he needs 100 pieces. So we'll select one and add to cart. The next code is cable chromate box of 100 CBN, the code they have mentioned. It is partly correct. Our code is UKFCBN. So we are going to search that with UKFCBN. Which is the natural cable bushes for RG6. This is also sold in 100 and he have mentioned the box of 100, which means multiple of 100 he requires. The order is for sorry 10 box of 100. We sell them in 100. We will select them 10 and get to cart. We can see the product being added in this cart here. Next one, black semis cable bushes, box of 100. These are the double. The previous one was single. I know the code. It is CBSBA, which is the BF stands for black semis cable bushes. This is also sold and being sold in 100, and he needs 20 of this. So we are going to add 20 to the cart. Next item is the same product in white. I know the code is CBSWA. This is also being sold in 100 and he needs 20. Add to cart. Next one is 4.7 mm mini F connectors, only to be used. The product code they CT63FPT100, which is the correct code. So we can just copy that code into the website and search for the product. The connectors can be sometimes confusing as they looks quite similar but not the same. So you need to be a bit careful. Since we have a product code, is easier. And this is also sold in 100 and he needs 50 of this. Next one, he needs F-type twist on a connector. We have a product code here as well, which makes it easier for us to find FPRG6 TB100. We can just copy and paste on the website. Here comes the product. This is also sold in 100 and he needs 30 of this. Next one is galvanized 14 long, 6 wide staples. We have a cool product code, so it's quite easier. Now, uh, we can find it easier by the product code they have given. Here it is. Now, if you notice, here he have mentioned box of 1000. They are buying that in 1000s, but if you look into the website, we sell them in 5000s. So we need to calculate the actual quantity before selecting it, as this may be a bit confusing. He ordered 20 box of 1000, which means 20k or 20,000 staples. We sell them in 5000, so we'll just select four boxes of 5000, which makes it 20k. Next one is 14 black cable clip into 100 hardened nail. The code he have mentioned here, this is not a correct code. I don't. It is a code that we do not use. To find this product, what we can do is we can go to the previous order he has placed. While on the administrative side, if you click on the view orders, we can go through his previous orders and look for what he has ordered previously. Let's open the first one. No cable clips there, so let's go back and look into the second one. No cable clips here as well. Go to the previous and next one. Okay, here are some cable clips on order. This first two is 7 clips, which is not the one. I think it is the last one, which is if you look into the price, it messed with the price of that code, which is 6 black FT cable clips. So I think this is the one he is looking for, and this is the cable clip he used to take a lot. So we are going to add this one. We just copy the code and paste there. In is 30, same as the last order. We ordered 30 last time as well. So this one is correct. So we are just adding 30 to the cart, and now we have done entering the codes into the order. Now the thing we will check for, sometimes the description can tell you the more details, but unfortunately there is no description here, but there should be some description. So we have done entering the code. Now we will go shopping cart, and we will just double check the lines one against another, just to make sure we have entered that correct. It is always odd. It is quite odd to check, double check before posting an order. In case there is an error, it will be a lot more task for us. If there is a wrong product or quantity, we need to collector to raise credit for this. So it's better to double check them rather than doing an error, make it perfect. I'm just going through the product and checking. Sorry, someone's Skyping me. Oh no, that's what empty. I'm really sorry. I missed an urgent response, but I think I need to finish first. I can see a pause button here. Okay, so next I'm just going through the product and checking list the purchase order to see if I have entered that correct. Cable pushes 36 to a plug twist, TP 100 30, staple 20k, 20k, 6 mm Um, this looks okay. Quantities and products are correct. So you go to the next step, which is here you can see the total value is 705.70, but on website it may be a little different, right? Slightly higher, because I know some of this product could have a price increase recently. Maybe that's the customer still using the old price. There's nothing to be worried about this. So we can go to the next step, which is proceed to checkout. Now, this step is a bit important step, because uh, here we will select the delivery address of the customer. Some customers have one or more delivery addresses. Some has 5 to 6, 7, 10. Uh, so we need to send the code to the correct address the customer required. When there is a single delivery address, most likely it is the only address they have. And what we will do, we will check on the purchase order if there is an address mentioned on the purchase order. If there is an address on the purchase order, we have to select that one. Sorry, this one is still annoying me. uh, but here, no particular address has been mentioned, so we can assume that it will go to the default address we have on the website, which is a bit easier. Sometimes there will be a different address, like ship to or delivered to. So on that case, we have to select the correct address, and sometimes if it is not on the website, we have to add the address on the right side of this page. So since this is the only address here, and this customer doesn't mention any particular address, so we will just ship to this address. Sorry. Next option is the delivery option. You may notice there are some products out of stock. On that case, there will be some options if whether we want to send the goods on, send the order on part, or we want to send them in full after we have the stock back. Or sometimes we send what we have on stock, and sorry, and the response to the urgent mail. Excuse me on this. Okay, so we will select the option here. We want to send what is available in stock now, and the remaining which are out of stock can back order it and send out later when we have the stock back. So we'll select the third option, which is stocked item next working day, remainder as available. Now the delivery instruction, if there is a delivery instruction, like the customer need the order on a particular date, here if you notice he mentioned a date, required delivery, which is 8 September. In that case, we generally will have to choose a date. It's usually a next day delivery, so we can choose the date 7th September, which means we'll write there dispatch 7/9/16, which means the goods will be dispatched on 7th September to be delivered on 8th September to the customer. Delivery telephone, this is not something required unless stated. And the third option is order reference number, which means which is the order number the customer has mentioned. If there is nothing mentioned, we can just add the username and date. So we have order number here 9184. So we're going to use that one, and proceed to checkout. If the account is active, we'll be able to post this order. So if you can see the option which is pay on account, you can see next working day instruction is given on 7/9/16. So pay on account, we can pay, complete the order, and this is now being processed. Great. So this is how the order, sales order is being processed on the website. There are some complications out of this, which we may look into details later. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day.